Hello?
Hey, are we working? Are we on?
Yeah.
My headphones are not working. I mean, they are, but my hair is too big. Hold on, I gotta put my microphone down.
That's a hair malfunction.
Hold the microphone.
No. I'm just gonna fix this.
Hi,
All right.
it's Zyra.
Thanks for that, Ira.
That was Ira.
Okay, he's eating candy corn. The little devil.
It's almost Halloween.
Ugh, so candy corn is one of those gross
things
that, like, why? They don't taste good.
No, they don't taste good.
They don't. They don't taste good at all. I mean, no thanks. If I was in the candy business, I don't know. I just think candy corn tastes just like pure, kind of rotteny sugar.
But you
they-
make a lot of money off it if you had a candy store.
Yeah, he's got the right idea. Yeah, that's.
I don't know.
But
Candy store candy never tastes good because it's always in those big open bins, and so it's kind of not stale, but you know how things taste when they're like open to the air. Like if you put a Tupperware or something in your refrigerator open, and then it just sucks up all the taste of your whole refrigerator. So like bulk candy in candy stores does not taste good.
But it's fun. It's fun.
It
to
is fun.
Touch it.
Well, people aren't supposed to touch it. It's supposed to be little scoops.
It's just fun to get candy in a bag, like a paper bag, and just have them like plop it into a bag.
That's true. That is true. That's fun at the Tunbridge Fair because they have their little penny candy general store on Antique Hill, and they give you those little crinkly paper bags, and you can be like, I want 3 lemon drops, 2 peppermint sticks, 1 spearmint leaf, a horehound drop. Actually, nobody wants a horehound drop. Blech.
Oh, you do?
Yuck.
Eli likes the horehound.
You know why he likes horehound? Because he also likes that horrible soda Moxie, and I think they taste the same.
What is horehound? I don't even know what it is.
It's some herby. You might like it, Christina.
Horehound.
It's like herby. It's a primitive candy made of like herbs.
At the fair,
It looks like a root beer barrel. It's brown. It's got like a herby medicinal taste.
Okay.
Like Ricola,
That sounds great.
sorta.
I'd like it.
Some people do.
I
Yeah.
don't like it. But at the fair, with $1, you can buy 100 penny candies things.
No, I think there isn't anything that's 1 single penny, is there?
Yeah, it is.
No, I think it's 5
Those
cents.
maple drops things.
Maple drops are not 1 cent.
Like 25 cents.
If you're gonna talk, you have to talk into the microphone, because otherwise it just is like muttering in the background. Do you have paint all over your face? Sorry. We rushed out of the house. My kids are unwashed and unbrushed. Ira has bubblegum stuck to his nose.
You don't look unwashed. Y'all look really clean.
It was a hectic little morning. I have One of our cars, John's car, is indefinitely in the garage because they finally discovered that the reason that it keeps breaking down, just shutting off, is some weird little short inside the steering column. But it's something that like mechanics can't fix. So we have to replace the whole steering column, except for they don't make those anymore. So we have to go find a matching one at a junkyard and bring it back to our mechanic. But our mechanic is in like North Carolina on vacation for a couple weeks. So it's just, our car is just stuck at the garage.
Whoa.
So we're trying to deal with one car. So this morning, I had to take John over to my museum to open the museum for me, and then rush back home and get dressed, and then come down here. And then I've got to go back to my museum and give John my car, and he goes home, and I stay at the museum without a car. And then he has to come back to the museum and pick up the boys, because they go visit their dad this weekend. And then I'm going to just bum a ride home with some friends.
Really?
Yeah.
Could you repeat that?
No, I don't even know if I'm going to remember it. Oh, and we have to pick up some other little... There should be another little child dropped off here at the radio station at the very end of our show who's coming with us. So she will be somehow included in this craziness of car juggling.
I see. Thank you for going through that. Because, I don't know, things like that are important.
You're lucky because... Not because you're single, but because you are single. You're one person. You've only got like one butt to go in one driver's seat of one car.
Well, it's true.
And you've only got,
I used to have three children tagging.
It's just
along.
crazy.
Yeah. I've had that phase.
Yeah.
I'm in a different phase now. I'm in a sort of a solitary phase. It's an interesting contrast. Can you imagine it even?
No.
Yeah, it's hard to even
I've never been solitary. Do you hear that funny little buzz? Do you hear a tiny little buzz, like a tiny little...
No.
Like a little beetle.
It's the earth.
In my right ear.
I think it's the earth.
It's probably just these...
I hear that. It's the bells outside that those little kids are ringing.
No. It's something... Like it's a little echo in my ear from my own voice, but it's making a little buzzy sound. It's fine. It's just weird feedback from these
crappy headphones.
Yeah,
those are crappy headphones. I can vouch for that.
Yeah.
That's why I gave you the crappy headphone
It's okay.
pair.
The crappy headphones are actually the only ones that fit over my big hair because they're all stretched out.
They're super loose. Yeah.
So it's fine.
Well, I'm starving.
I am a little bit too.
Yeah,
I didn't dare eat much, though, because it might just come right out again.
Could we get a delivery? Oh, you had food poisoning last night?
All yesterday. It was awful
geez.
because I've got out-of-state friends coming to spend the weekend with us. So I thought to myself, oh, you know what? I'm going to tidy up my house because I've got people coming to stay. So I'll try to make the house a little bit clean. But instead, I just felt not very good, and I couldn't get far away from a bathroom. So I just didn't clean the house. So I hope that they will forgive me.
Yeah.
I love salad bars. I love salad bars at restaurants. They're my favorite. I like to have my choice of all these ridiculous things I can put on my salad and put the little sunflower seeds and the croutons and the shredded carrots. I love these things. Except no restaurants have salad bars anymore. I mean, think hard in your head. Can you excuse me, someone's stepping on me.
What about soup and greens?
I actually think that they don't have a salad bar. I think that you have to order
Pizza Hut.
Well, that's the only place that has a salad bar is Pizza Hut.
Pizza Hut? Really?
They have a salad bar buffet. And so whenever we're in a certain city, Rutland or Claremont, for instance, who still have a Pizza Hut because the one in West Lebanon has been shut down.
Oh, my gosh.
John knows that the way to my heart is to take me to the Pizza Hut salad bar buffet. Although he has been warning me against these for years. He said to me once, the worst food poisoning I ever got was from a salad bar.
Yes.
And I'm like, it's a salad bar. How bad can it be? It's not like it's like meat or... Eli, what are you doing? There are bacon bits, I suppose. But anyway, the second I ate it, it was delicious going down. And the second I ate it, all of a sudden my stomach just doubled over in stabby little pains, and we had a lot of errands to run, and I was like, I really don't feel good. And then by the next day, it was very bad.
Oh, sorry.
Very bad indeed.
Oh, well, I'm just hungry because I didn't eat breakfast. And they have these really good muffins. They have muffins over at the South Royalton Market. They've been really good lately.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know who's doing the baking, but they've been super good. So I think I'm going to head over there, and hopefully there'll be one. Even if it's a day old, I think I'll get it.
That's a good idea.
So...
Who cares if it's a day old? When we make muffins at home, we eat them for several days.
That's right.
We're technically eating like day old muffins at home.
That's right. Let's not be so picky.
I know. But there's such a stigma attached to day-old things at stores. Like, does it age faster just being in a store?
Yes,
It does.
because people
like the air in the
people
store.
walk by.
I guess you're right, Christina.
Yeah.
Oh shoot! Let's introduce this show.
Okay.
And people sneeze on it and like cough on it and and touch it.
I don't see a lot of people sneezing
Well,
all over the groceries,
They
but
probably touch it too.
I don't think people go around handling the bread in the.
Maybe one person does.
Maybe.
The person in charge of the baked good probably wraps them up with saran
Yeah,
wrap
that's
at
true.
the end of the day. And that's about it, because they're in a case.
Yeah. And even
But
if you want to
people-
go in there and get one, you have to wrap your hand in that little wax paper thing.
Yeah,
so-
but the vibrations from the floor, people walking into the store, those go up into the muffins.
and age them faster.
Well, that's what they're doing now with like whiskeys. Whiskeys,
They're like swift aging them
they're-
somehow.
yeah, with music. Different genres of music, also depending on whether it's whiskey or
Does this work with
brandy
cheese?
or.
Because you have to age cheese.
I don't know if they're doing it with cheese, but they're definitely doing it at these
Oh
fancy
my god,
distilleries.
that sounds like such a new hipster thing to do with distilleries. Be like, we have jazz aged whiskey.
Yeah. No, they call it they call it tactile immersed isolated maturation.
My god,
Yeah.
what will they come up with next?
Yeah. Well, it's supposed to simulate like sailing ships and wagon trains. You know, cuz like
That's actually totally ridiculous. Now that I think about it,
no, think about it, cuz the best whiskeys and everything are from the 1700s and they used to
but
move
I don't
stuff
think they
around
got.
that way.
I don't think. I mean, fine, they get moved, but I don't think music has anything to do with the whiskey's quality.
Well, what about a wagon train? Like, think about...
I think just generic movement of any sort is probably fine. Like they could just put it in one of those paint shakers that you have at the hardware store.
Well,
and
it's
just
easier.
shake it.
It's easier just to play
Ira,
music.
we're actually not supposed to have food in here, and you're dropping candy corn into the heat register.
I picked it up.
Okay.
Picked it up.
Well, please don't drop candy corn into the heat register because they're going to know it to us. We could blame Courtney's kids. Those are the only other kids that come in here sometimes.
No, they're
right?
camping today. Yeah, you can't blame them. They're camping.
They're probably listening to you.
They're not.
Maybe.
I know they're not.
Well, okay. So don't listen to me about aging
I'll listen
whiskey
to
with
you.
music.
I don't think that the music probably has much to do with it. Maybe motion.
Yeah, but that's how you get them to vibrate is through music because it vibrates them, especially with the big subwoofers. They do it.
I see.
They do it to
So
guitars.
it's not really the audio that's helping.
Well, that's
It's the
probably
physical.
That's probably helping the plants. Like if there's plants in the
Plants
factory.
do grow better with music, but
Yeah.
it's only certain types of music. They've tested all different types of music, and they do like the classical better. As do farm animals.
I think reggae's pretty good.
Yeah, I like reggae.
Yeah.
I don't. Do you want reggae aged whiskey though?
Yeah,
You do.
I would.
Reggae and whiskey, I don't know if they go together so much. Maybe reggae and rum.
Okay.
I'm just going with like a culture
Right.
kind of theme here.
Yes. Yes. Okay. Well, go ahead. I interrupted you.
Oh.
You were going to introduce the show, which was a great
no,
thing
I
to
probably
do, so
interrupted
go ahead.
myself because
Yeah.
if there's any interrupting to be done on this show, it's usually me. So
Okay. Yeah.
you guys have tuned into 11th Hour Radio, coming to you live from WFVR-LP, Royalton Community Radio 96.5. And it's Christina Stikos and Emily Howe.
And Ira Farrell.
And Ira's not always here. But I forgot what I was going to say now. We come to you live every Friday at 11 o'clock in the morning. And do I ever say anything else about us?
You could make stuff up as much as you
Well,
want
we do
to.
that for the whole show. So
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. I forgot what I've said already. So
Did you hear about the big crime wave down in Northampton?
no. Is that different from the big crime wave everywhere?
Well, yeah, this is really different. A person was assaulted with a candy bar, evidently.
Oh.
Yeah. Speaking
really
of candy,
funny. How?
it just made me think of
Like
it
just a
because,
bump in their
the candy.
pants?
No. No, somebody actually assaulted somebody else with a candy bar and tried to stuff it in their mouth, and then when they couldn't, they couldn't
Sorry.
get it in, they took
Was it unwrapped, I hope?
when they couldn't get it. Wait a sec. Sorry, I just unplugged myself. When they couldn't get it in their mouth, then they threw it at them.
Huh.
They got arrested.
Was it all in good fun, or was this
No, it
an
was
actual
actually
mean kind of assault?
it was associated with a burglary, actually. So I guess
That's a strange way to assault someone.
that's what I thought.
Was a candy bar laced with peanuts and the victim a peanut
They didn't.
allergy-ridden person?
The crime report didn't go into that kind of detail about what kind of candy bar it was.
I just, if you were going to assault someone, would that be your weapon of choice?
Possibly.
Well, you do shoot people with your love gun, so I guess candy bars are pretty close to love guns.
Yeah, I'm gonna try it, but don't you try
That's
it,
my
Ira.
kind of assault. Like,
Take a candy corn.
where was this?
It's like throwing a piece of chalk, like my
Maybe we
teacher in
should go
4th
over
grade
there.
used to do.
And hope for some candy assault. I could
Why are we?
I could see
why are
Ira.
we looking at Ira?
I don't know. I could see Ira doing that to his brother or something. Can you stop, please, eating candy? You're going to have lunch as soon as we leave here. They have been wicked into the candy the last, well, always, but
Eli was asking for candy in the car.
I got to wean them off. Every once in a while I do a really good job of like cleansing our pantry of sugar and being really on top of what they're eating. And then I was just really tired this week, so I just was like,
Was it because you?
go get something to eat.
Was it because you went on vacation?
Maybe. The candy came from vacation.
Yeah, because sometimes you don't eat so well when you go on vacation.
And we didn't because we ate out a lot.
Yeah.
Ira, what? You can't keep...
Gretchen and Rowan's mom is out there.
Yeah, because she works for an arts program. They probably come and do things for the little kids downstairs. In fact, I know they do. Sorry, he's spying on the daycare and recognizing people coming and going.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
It's the beauty of a small town.
Well, okay, I have something for you.
Okay.
Here. You'll thank me later.
Oh, you always have these fun little gifts for me.
Yeah, I just see these things and I think of you. So tell me if you can figure out what it is.
It's a name chart.
It's not a name chart.
Sort of it is. But it's related to something that we talked about last week, so try to tune into it that way. Okay, look at F.
It's
I'm
like
going to give you a clue.
it's like
look at
the-
F. Look at the letter F.
Yeah, it's like the plural of different animals.
No, it's the spelling chart for the alphabet. It's how to spell
Oh.
like the letter.
Really? I
Remember?
thought it was like...
We talked about the letter F
I
and
saw
how you
B's and I saw F's. I was
Yeah.
thinking that it was like,
well, because you spell the letter.
this is how you spell this is how you spell out every letter.
Yeah, it's really hard to kind of explain that how you spell out every letter.
So
It's not.
H is spelled, for instance, AITCH. H. That makes sense. K is spelled KAY. Yeah. L is spelled EL.
But whoever uses this, I don't understand it really.
Yeah, what's the point of it?
Yeah, like C-U,
Z is ZEE.
C-U-E instead of Z. I've heard of Z.
Me too.
That's European.
Lots of people name their cats that.
But I just don't know when it comes up. When does that come up in like,
S is ESS.
casual conversation?
T is TEE. M is EM.
Look at W. It's actually W.
DOUBLE
hyphen U. And
Yeah, why would you ever need to spell out a letter? The letter is the letter is the letter.
this is my question. But have you?
Where did you find this? Is this a real thing or is this some crazy person?
No, this is a real thing. I want you to ponder it deeply. This is your meditation for the week.
It's pretty weird. I like H, though, as my favorite, because it looks like, in the plural for H's, it looks like britches, but not.
But if you were sitting down and you were trying to write a sentence that said, and then I wrote the letter I, would you put I in quotations? That's usually what I do.
That's what I would do.
Yeah, but evidently there's this other whole approach to it. So I wanted you to just have a easy reference.
The only one that I'm familiar with would be F, because people write what the F, and they actually write.
They do?
EF.
Yeah, I haven't seen that, but I believe you.
I'm familiar with the A and the U and the O and the I and the E.
No, you're not. He's not. Don't listen to him.
I like that he said that, though. He's relating to it.
He's going to the vowels.
Yeah, he likes them.
No, because A is spelled A and E is spelled E, I is spelled I, and O is spelled O.
Oh, that's
a good
interesting,
point.
Christina. The
He's
vowels don't have a spelling. They just already are themselves.
That is an astute observation.
Weird.
Wow.
Not Y though. But Y is only sometimes a vowel.
Yeah, thanks, Ira. I would not have figured that out.
No, me neither.
And yeah.
Y is WYE.
All right. Well, while we're on the subject, let's do a spelling. Let's do a spelling quiz. Okay.
I don't even have a pen. I'm gonna have to borrow
I
your pen.
I don't think you're even gonna get this one.
Well, I'm gonna borrow your pen.
Okay. Ready?
Go. Yeah.
Umlaut. Umlaut.
Oh.
Umlaut. Umlaut. You umlaut. It's not exactly a Shakespearean curse, but it's close.
Is that Spanish?
No, I don't know. I'm writing several different.
Umlaut. Do people know what that is?
No, I'm writing different things though.
You know what it is.
No, I don't know what it is.
You don't know what it is?
I don't know what it is.
The 2 dots over a letter is an umlaut,
Ah.
right?
Okay, I've spelled it 3 different ways. Now tell me which way was the real.
Okay. Oh, you want me to go? Okay, umlaut is UMLAUT. Umlaut.
Oh, it's so close.
You're close. You didn't get it yet.
I put a G in it. I said UMLAUGHT.
Yeah, I never would have gotten it, so I don't.
But I also spelt it below like an Oompa Loompa, like O, like
That's how I tried. But actually, the definition, it's funny. There is a definition, which is a sound change where a vowel was modified to conform more closely to the vowel in the next syllable.
Good God.
Does that make any sense?
No.
That's crazy.
I thought you
But
were like an English major. Don't you
well,
know these things?
No, I don't. I'm just self-learning now.
And no one ever spelled the letters out for you either?
No, but you know how it came up this morning is that I was writing a little note to myself about naivete, and I typed out the word naive, and the umlaut magically appeared over the I.
Naive doesn't have an umlaut.
It does.
It has one of those little swoops.
No, it has an umlaut. And
no,
it has an
it's like this. Wait,
and it has an accent.
Ira, stop poking me. What? That's very attractive. He's putting candy corns in his fangs. Naive.
And there's an accent on the E.
Isn't it like that? Or wait, I put that swoop in the wrong place.
Well, all I can say.
Naive. Isn't it like that?
No, that's a That's a tilde. Tilde. What's the thing in Spanish?
No umlaut in naive. Is there? I thought it was. Oh, you're right.
Okay.
Oh no, I thought it just had a weird apostrophe thing.
It has an accent on the
like
E.
This one. I'll circle it.
Okay.
I thought it had that. I thought it had like that.
No.
My God, the world is not.
I know. I just want you to understand that things are constantly in flux. So what might have been correct yesterday is perhaps changed. So you have to make your life up as you go.
Apparently.
And just, have fun with it.
Okay.
So if you are naive, you can be called a naif, Naif. You heard that word?
No.
Naif.
Is it like waif?
You could add that to your vocabulary list. Naif, like waif. Yes, naif. Anyway, do you ever feel naive?
All the time.
Okay. Just checking. It's time for a song.
What are you going to play?
We can come back to that subject because I think it's kind of an interesting subject.
It is kind of an interesting subject.
Yeah. We're going to play a song by Wagtail.
Okay.
Meet Me When the Sun Goes Down. So
I will make my list.
All right, here
while
we
this
go.
is happening.
Hear the ancient willows sigh as the clouds spin across the sky. Watch the day's last embers die, and I'll meet you when the sun goes down. Take off your worn out threads, wear wear the cover of the night instead. Lay down by the river's edge, and I'll meet you when the sun goes down. Go slow, keep your head down low. Find the place where the four winds blow. Leave your earthly cares at home, and I'll meet you when the sun goes down. New leaves on a broken tree show the truth of what you mean to me. Death has no victory if you meet me when the sun goes down. The gray wolf call your name. Now you know you'll never be the same. Gray wolf call your name. Now you know you'll never be the same. Hear the ancient willows sigh as the clouds spin across the sky. Watch the day's last embers die, and I'll meet you when the sun goes down. Yeah, I'll meet you when the sun goes down. I'll meet you when the sun goes down.
All right, that was Wagtail. Okay, we're trying to get it organized. I think we're getting organized. Emily went out to get the newspaper. I'm not sure. What did you want to read?
Sorry, I was just checking something.
What are you checking?
I don't think this is even this week's newspaper. I think it's last week's. I think because
You're
I thought
looking-
there was. I thought we had a thing in it this week, but I don't know. And I actually this isn't going to work. I don't have any space. Can you go back to your seat for a few minutes?
It is working.
No, it's working for you
Wait,
because
before
you're on my
let
lap.
me take a picture before. I want to just take a picture because this is a good shot. Okay. All right.
I get to hold the microphone.
There we go.
Christina's taking a picture.
Yeah. Got all three. Close up.
Ira, give me my microphone. You really do need to get that bubble gum off your nose before we go to the museum.
There.
Do you think little Victorian children came to supper with bubble gum on their nose?
Yeah. They probably did.
Spruce gum. Have you ever chewed spruce gum?
Yes, we've had this conversation like 10
It
times.
just gets so gummy in your mouth. It's nasty.
Yeah, I got my spruce gum at the Adirondack Museum.
No, but have you ever gotten any like to off a tree?
Yes, of course. What are you talking to the tree climber here? Come on.
It's like pine pitch, gummy in your mouth. Like, and I don't mean gummy in a good way. I mean like sticky, stringy, and then it takes like half an hour of chewing before it turns into the consistency that we think of gum. Ira, your little butt is so bony. You're gonna have to
Well,
go to your chair. You can keep my headphones. They're not doing me much good anyway. But
when you buy it, they actually dust it with something. It comes
yeah,
dusted,
to make it
so it
a little
doesn't
more
stick,
rubbery or something.
or just so it doesn't stick together the different
Right.
pieces in the package.
Right.
Right? It would make sense to
Yeah,
have them
that does.
dusted. It's complex.
Here comes the train.
Is it?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Those kids have some musical instruments going on down there. I heard the
Okay.
sound of that Fisher-Price xylophone.
Okay, ask Eli what he thinks about the train. Like,
Eli, what do you think about the train?
What? What?
What do you feel when you hear the train whistle?
Nothing.
What?
Just
See?
like your first response.
What does the train whistle
Like-
make you feel? It's very exciting to Christina. It makes me feel a little
Well,
panicky.
just think about it. You can tell me later, okay? Because I know it makes everybody feel something.
Not me.
No, you
yeah,
felt nothing.
Ira, you're just
Not really.
brimming with feelings.
was a train going by.
Yeah.
Well, some people don't like to be told
Are
what
you kids so basic?
that they feel something. You know, they don't want to be
True.
told, like, oh, what do you feel? Some people just resist the question because you don't want to reveal your feelings. It's too personal.
Right. That's
I can
true.
tell you what
I
I
mean-
feel when I do this.
Ira, don't pinch
Yeah.
yourself.
Okay, well, think about it because that's an interesting question.
I
think.
definitely get a weird little sense of, I mean, I get a little of what you get, like it's exciting and it's going places, but I also feel a little panicky. Like
Are your children on the train track?
Yeah, exactly. What's on the train tracks? Is everyone safe?
Yeah.
Why does it seem so noisy? What's going on?
Yeah.
It is kind of exciting.
Okay, he said it's kind
Yeah,
of
and
exciting.
when your kids were little, you always got like really hyper about the train. The train's coming, and you had to watch it go by if we knew it was coming.
Like watching it go by.
It is fun. Yeah, I don't think this is the right paper. That's okay.
I saw one train that went by for like an hour.
I'm getting rid of this paper.
That's a long time, an hour. But I would like to sit and watch a train in my car for a while, as long as I wasn't in a hurry to get anywhere.
Or sitting on the train tracks. That's not a good place to watch a train from.
Yeah, you always hate when we're like crossing the train tracks.
Yeah, I am really paranoid about train tracks because
We're gonna get
because I always drive old junkers and I constantly am like, what if my car just stalls on the train tracks?
Yeah.
And so I've got like quick thinking like, okay, how do I get around all sides and unbuckle kids? This was back when they were in car seats though, like get them unbuckled and get them out fast. And it's like, you know, when you're a young mom and you think about fire and you think about like how to get your kids out the fastest and the most efficient way to get them out if your house was on fire.
Right. Yeah. It's true.
But I'm a
Jump
paranoid.
out a
I'm a
window.
paranoid person, so maybe that's why the train sort of invokes those feelings.
Right. So it's sort of a conflict, a push-pull, kind of a love-hate that you have with it.
It's your own personality is reflected in
Yeah.
the feelings that you feel for the train.
Yes.
Obviously.
Yes. Well, speaking of the train underpass in South Royalton, right? There's a place.
Someone else gets stuck under it.
No, but I saw the Schwann's truck there.
We
the other
saw it
day.
too. Where did we
you
see it, you
really?
guys?
I saw it was heading up
You
the
guys
Oxbow.
were like, Mom, it's the Sean's truck. Where were we, Ira? Remember? Where
Yeah.
did we see the Sean's truck?
Okay, who can
Yeah, I
tell
guess
me
we're right here in
who
town.
can tell me what it says on the side of the truck besides Schwann's?
Oh.
Because I made a point to look and see what it said.
It's like a family something, right?
Cold food.
Oh, that's close. Ice cream and delicious entrees.
Oh, it doesn't say like a family
Well, it might. There might be
tradition
a
since blah 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 blah. or
There's
something
probably
like
a subtext, but that's the main message: is ice cream comes before the delicious entrees.
That's interesting because in a traditional meal, the delicious entrees come before ice cream.
Oh, look at that! I didn't push my mic up as much as yours. Sorry,
Well,
I
that's
just
too bad
turned
because
myself
I'm always
up.
louder anyway. I just read someplace that the reason that we love dessert so much. No, I didn't read it. I heard it on the radio, not our show, but some other show that was on. The reason that we love dessert so much is because we eat it last. If we somehow made society switch things around, so we ate dessert first, we would think that our dinners were more delicious. Like a treat.
No.
Yes.
I don't think so because places where
It was like one of those stupid morning shows that,
no, you know, in Europe how they eat their salad last.
yeah.
So how would that apply?
My
that
dad
theory?
always eats salad last, but it's his
Yeah.
favorite. He
I don't-
loves it.
So he wants to eat it last.
So he eats it last.
He saves it for last.
It says that you enjoy the thing that you eat last the most.
Unless you're trained to do it a different way.
I guess.
Because I don't.
Best for last, that's saying.
Yeah. Yes. Which is kind of why dessert came about.
Then
but-
let me eat dessert first, okay?
Yeah, he's
No.
got a point there.
Sugar man.
Yeah.
But they also say that it's actually kind of better to have a little bit of sugar first because sugar gets your enzymes in your stomach going. And so you can digest your dinner better.
So that candy, all that candy in your house, just
we
eat.
really don't have that much.
You
but
guys,
it's a lot for us.
You should
Like, I
eat it
don't-
before dinner.
I don't. I don't usually
No.
let them have so much. But it was their birthday party, and so there was like a lot
Oh,
of
that's
marshmallows
right.
and things left
That's
over from that.
right.
And we did just get back on vacation, and vacation always involves more junk food than normal.
Of
Like,
course.
I bought a big bag of Twizzlers for the car
Yeah.
trip and stuff like that. So
Okay.
it's true.
Well,
It's not their birthday yet, so I hope that more candy doesn't come our way.
right.
They have
You're
2
gonna.
more
You
days.
can transition to cake.
Cake.
Okay.
We have 2 more birthdays. This
What
year.
in your? You don't have two more birthday. Oh,
two more birthday parties. I remember
because
that.
technically every human only has one birthday
but
year.
My
Mr.
kids, they all had their birthdays within 3 weeks of each other,
Oh,
and they all each had 3 birthday parties. They'd have the school party,
right?
the home party,
Yep.
and the like the kids over party.
Yep. We did that one already.
Right,
And we'll
so you
we'll
have 2 more to
They're
go.
going off to visit their dad this weekend, so they'll do probably something there. And then when they come home again, then we'll do like our family thing.
That's even more. So there's
Yeah.
it's like a whole season of birthdays.
But we are lucky because since they have their birthday on the exact same day, it kind of gets that all over with at once. But I find also, since it is both the same day, I maybe end up being more extravagant than just because you're like kind of doubling the fun, I guess. I don't know.
Well, you're trying to make sure they don't get gypped out.
Sort of that too.
Yeah, I would feel guilty also if I inflicted that on my children. It's they
had a very, very fun birthday party last weekend, but it was like 20 kids sleeping over in our barn, which was wild, and nobody got any sleep, really. Especially the grown-ups.
You're not supposed to on a birthday party.
I know. I got really mad and yelled out of my tent. We had all of our tents set up in the barn because the ground was soggy, and I yelled out at my tent around midnight, like at the kids to just stop because I had forbidden them to get out of their tents any longer.
Oh, gosh.
Because they all had their little Nerf blasters and were just like, it was just like rapid fire on everyone's tent half the night. And finally, I was like, no one can get out of their tent anymore. But my niece Avery was up still another 20 times. I said, no one can get out of their tent anymore unless they have to pee. That is the only way that you can come out of your tent. And so Avery kept being up.
Everybody had to pee all the time.
Yeah. And then I would be like, Avery, get back in your tent. And she was like, what? I mean, I have to go pee. But she had her Nerf gun in her hand and would just blast everybody on her way to the
she had to protect
bathroom.
herself on the way to the bathroom.
Yeah. Eventually, they all fell asleep.
Everybody staying in their tent didn't stop the Nerf guns shoot people just fire from their tent.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, Emily.
Yeah, it didn't really work.
Don't you know how it works
and then
with Nerf guns?
Like 1 a.m. or something, I woke up to this grating noise, and it was finally the kids had all fallen asleep, and I was happy because I could fall asleep. But there was it sounded like, you know, that grating sound that a dog makes when they're chewing on like a bone or something.
Yeah.
I heard that sound, and it was like vibrating against my ear
Squirrels?
on the pillow, and I'm like, what is that? But I knew both my dogs were in the house. And finally, I realized that one of their friends, Lauren, who had his tent pitched right near mine, had brought all of his hunting stuff with him. So he was like whacking antlers together, and he was whittling a stick or a bone or something.
His hunting stuff?
Yes, he brought like a deer blind or a duck blind to camp in, and he had all of his gear with him. Not like weapons, but you know, like coyote calls and antlers that you knock together to attract like big bucks.
So he was whittling?
He was like whittling in the middle of the night. Yeah.
Okay.
It was just a sound that I couldn't place. I woke up John and I said, oh my God, John, a porcupine or something is eating our barn right now. I can hear it gnawing.
Wow.
But finally we realized it was the kid in the next tent over who couldn't sleep, and he was like whittling an antler or something. Yeah.
That's such a smart thing to do when you have insomnia. I'd never thought of whittling antlers.
Well, I guess, yeah.
Well, this story relates. Have you been up to Mary's thrift store?
Where's that?
In Chelsea?
Oh my God, I'm not wearing earrings.
Oh,
sorry. I just
shoot.
realized I never leave the house without earrings.
You
I
feel
feel weirdly naked.
Yeah.
Okay, Mary's thrift store is that the one in Chelsea? The new one?
Yeah.
I've not been
That's
to
my
it yet.
buddy.
Who's Mary?
Mary Riley.
Oh, Mary Riley. Okay.
Yeah,
so she's like,
it's a great store.
She's Margaret Riley's sister, right?
Yes.
And so May and Emma are her nieces. Yes, I know them. You're right.
Yeah, and you don't have to buy anything. You can just go in there and just be chit-chatty.
Oh, I love her. Yeah, she's great.
Yeah. So there's all these amazing encounters that happen in her store, evidently.
Yeah.
She came over last night for a glass of wine, and
Yeah.
she was telling me about this one regular customer that she has, this kind of vegan guy. Mm-hmm. He's a meditator, yoga vegan guy. Mm-hmm. And he's really sweet. She says he's a really nice guy. I forget what his name is. And so he happened to be in the store when this other guy, Earl, comes in. And Earl is one of the, Chelsea regulars.
Okay. Not a vegan or meditation guy.
No, he's one of the guys that, there's a handful of retired folks who kind of like to hang around the stores in town. Like they hang out and it's kind of nice. They're friendly and they hang around. So Earl came into the store and he starts up a deer hunting story, which is what made me think of it. So Earl starts telling, blow by blow,
Is he telling this to Mary, or is he telling
yeah,
this to the vegan?
No, he's telling it to Mary, but the vegan
Okay.
is hiding behind the clothes rack.
Okay.
Right. And so Mary's super sensitive and kind of psychic. And so she feels what's happening. Like she feels the story reaching its crescendo of blood and gore. And she can feel the vegan hiding behind the clothes rack, getting more and more like petrified at what he's feeling inside. And suddenly he just bolted out of the store.
Aw.
Before Mary had a chance to like make everything okay, because
Right.
that would be her impulse, would be
Right.
to make everybody feel good.
Yeah.
So she ended up writing a letter to the vegan guy, just sort of apologizing. Not that there was anything wrong with the Earl's story.
Right,
It's just
right.
that certain, parts of culture in our small towns don't quite, they're like a little bit like
quite
oil
mesh.
and water.
Yes,
And
yes.
some of us are able to bridge those crazy gaps, and others of us not
Yep.
so well. So
I hear that.
yeah, so he fled the store. But you should go to the
I
store.
think I will. I every time I go through, I
She-
forget that it's there.
She has super good taste.
Yeah, she
in,
does.
in clothes and in items. Like she picks up really interesting little items, and you can
will go,
you can
yeah.
even dick her a little bit. But she's fair. She she ends up. She probably doesn't make as much money as she could because she's nice to people.
yeah.
Yeah.
Good to know. I forget
Yep.
that place is there. Perfect.
Oh, it's time for a song.
Oh, good, because there's a little kid having a screaming tantrum that's like going
Yeah.
right down my spine right now.
All right, we're gonna bypass that screaming
It's
fit.
worse than the train.
All right, I think this is Terry Lee Hale, called "The Lowdown."
Twisted up slowly, 3 papers wide. Stare darkly out the window, maybe go for a while. But I ain't going far, hell, why should I lie? I'm here with the lowdown and in for the night. Not hard to find it, you can buy it anytime. Get the download free, just click on the line. But I ain't saying nothing, you heard it all twice. You wanna do the lowdown, you will pay the price. All of the boys do, most of my friends are, hell, even the folks did, but I am the real star. Better than television, I think, even than sex. It will occupy you for hours and it's hard to forget. So hand over Mary, man, hand over your wife, because if you're gonna do the lowdown, you will start to let things slide, and it's like an ocean, big ocean, water, just like a water. Plug in a woofer man, disconnect the phone. Lots to do later, yes I won't. I locked down here, it's a wide comfort zone. It's easy with the low down and the heavy bass. A corner for it, don't need more than that. Well, say goodbye later, hell, she'll probably be back. But knocking down here, the hole in your heart, you put a chain on the door, boy, you get to choose your part. 'Cause it's an ocean, big ocean, like a water, a lot of water. Essential thing is don't fake. Ha. Move up and down the ladder, don't blink. Don't matter much, you know, if you don't do it right. You can come back later, start again, just buy a new life. I sit in my room, I do as I please. Stealing a minutes, man, I feel like a thief. Out of my mind, out of control. I lost all perspective, it's life in a hole. That's low down. I got low down blues. That's low down. That's low down blues.
We are landlocked, though, so surfing isn't, like, the easiest sport to get into in Vermont. Christina would like to surf, but...
Yeah, but it's hard to take it up here.
Yeah.
But I would if I could.
I feel like there's
Yeah.
some fake surf places, like maybe the J Peak Adventure Park has, like, a fake surf or a wave pool where you can learn to surf.
It has like this like thing with tons of like water jets that you can like surf on.
That would kind of be fun.
Yes, but I'm very nervous about stomach bugs and things, and every single person who goes to those big water parks gets a stomach bug immediately because it's like moist and warm,
But
and
there's so much
everybody's
chlorine.
bodily fluids
but
are sort of.
but there's chlorine.
I don't know what it is. You'd think chlorine would kill off any bacteria, but anytime we have never been to that big J Peak water park, but any of our friends that have gone have gotten really sick. So it makes me very nervous.
Oh,
Let's go.
hey, tell me about your dream that you had that you
Oh,
started
right.
to
So-
tell me. I thought that was
So I have friends coming who this weekend who I've never really met in person, which is funny. We've been friends online for as long as there was an internet, and we know mutual people, so I know they're not actually psychos, and they know the same about me. But again, I've never hung out with them in person, so I'm a little nervous about them spending the weekend with us. And so last night I had a dream that every single person that I've ever like talked to or met online like came to my house tonight, and it was really terrifying.
Oh my
I didn't know
God.
what to do
Imagine
with
if
everyone.
that actually happened. Wouldn't that be funny to have a party with everybody that you're
you
friends
don't
with
know?
on Facebook?
Yes.
It would
My
be so
brother-in-law, Jim, used
crazy.
to have a gym party sometimes. He would just be like, anyone who can come if their name is Jim. Like, he would
Oh,
just
that's
find,
fun.
because there's so many gyms. So
But isn't
people
it-
that he didn't know would come, and it would just be all the gyms. And he had
great.
little name tags that said, "Hi, I'm Jim," for
I am
everybody.
Jim. Isn't it weird though that sometimes you find a friend that you look on Facebook and they have like 100 of the same friends with you, but you've
Yeah.
never heard of them
Yes.
before?
Yeah.
I mean, that's so strange, but I guess
It
it's
is so
true. I wish
strange.
I could see a pictorial representation of how that
I
operates.
know. I want to see it mapped out in like a what
Yeah.
are those things called? The Venn diagram or one of those
Yes,
other
or
kinds
even
of
like
charts.
3D would be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like a family tree thing.
Yeah.
Oh, the internet.
So I went somewhere interesting this week.
Where?
I went looking for Redding Pond.
Where's that? In Reading, I assume.
Yeah, you should know because your family hails from Brownsville and West Windsor, right?
A little bit, yep.
Kind of, part of it, partly. Yeah, well, it's this tiny little pond that's out there somewhere.
What, you never found it?
Well, I never saw it. I never actually saw it. I got really close to it.
Must be very little.
Well,
Is it like a puddle?
no, I couldn't.
I bet my dad knows where it is.
I'm sure he knows where it is.
Did you have Davey with you? How come he couldn't find it?
No, he actually did find it. I mean, I got so close to it. I got up to the Beaver Pond area where evidently the road was flooded because I didn't know that. But I came home and I did the Google Earth thing, and then sometimes I do research to see.
And then you found that you were practically on top of it. But
Well,
didn't.
somebody else described how it was a mountain biker had described how he had gone there, or he had gone back there, and that the road had been flooded out by beavers. But since it was my first time there, I thought that was the end of the road. So, but Davey, who he doesn't think twice about plunging into the brush with like no trail. Mm-hmm. So he bushwhacked in, and he actually got to a place where he could see the pond in the distance, and he took a shot of it. He took one picture of it, and
Nice.
then he didn't. He didn't disappear into the wilderness like I thought he was going to. Whereas I went and explored a bunch of other trails, but I stayed basically on the trail and tried to figure out, how does this trail relate to what I'm seeing on the map? That's the kind of thing that I like to do. So, but we found that.
I'm not good at that. I
well,
can't.
there's some really seriously obscure places out there
Yeah.
in West Windsor. He took me to a cemetery called Bailey's Mills.
Oh, I know where that is.
You do?
Yeah.
To me, that's obscure.
Is there also a, what else is over there? An old, water wheel thing that used to be a cider press kind of, I think it was like a sawmill that was converted into maybe a cider press thing. What was it called? Not Ogden's Mills? I can't remember.
I don't know.
I can't remember.
I don't
I'd have
know
to
that
ask Dad.
one.
That sounds super familiar, though. I know.
Yeah. There was another cemetery road. Let's see, we went on Weld Cemetery Road, and that's where the Subaru almost got stuck. That was where, a lot of these roads, there's kind of a fourth class section in the middle.
Yeah.
But you don't always know,
Yeah.
how long that fourth class section is or how bad it gets.
Right.
But if sometimes
do I
people,
turn around or do I just push on?
Yeah, I
It'll
think
get better.
I think we turned around 3 times that day, which meant it was a good day that we were, sort of that adventurous, and we didn't get stuck, thankfully, and we did make it through one of those fourth class sections without having, the car bottom out.
Subarus are good that way.
They're amazing. They're really amazing.
My kids don't like my Subaru.
Well, I can understand.
It's not that we don't like it. I mean, we don't like it as much as some vehicles that we could get. Maybe.
Yeah.
I find it to be the most practical vehicle that I could have.
Right.
Because it suits a lot of the needs that I have. I need it to have a big hatchback. I need it to be all-wheel drive. I need it to be a certain amount of heaviness. I need it to be high up off the ground. But I don't need a truck because I need to have the space for kids and stuff.
Right, you need a car.
But my Subaru doubles as a mini truck. Most of the time when the kids aren't with us, the seats are down and it's hauling.
Exactly.
It's hauling lumber or hay or whatever.
It's my landscaping vehicle.
That's right.
All my tools are back there. I have to take my tools in and out all the time.
It's the official state car of Vermont.
Yeah, and down at Jiffy Lube,
there's a reason.
At Jiffy Lube, she comes out and she says, "Well, okay, your oil was only down a half a quart." She said, "That's really good for a Subaru."
Yeah, I think they do. They
I didn't
do get
tell
a
her
little
I
pricey.
just put a quart in the day before.
Oh, it's like
Yeah, I didn't
it's like
say
when
anything.
you floss right before you go to the dentist.
Yeah.
Instead of all the time, and then you lie to them. They totally know.
Yeah. Oh, actually, I realized that flossing and cleaning cat boxes have a certain similarity in that
I hope
you can
wash your hands in between these things.
Well, yes, but the frequency with which you do it can be improved with practice.
What?
So the
Flossing
frequency
or
with
cat
which
boxing?
both,
Yeah.
cleaning the cat box or flossing, it's very similar.
I never clean the cat box because that is John's. John has very nicely always taken all the cat box chores to himself.
That's a real.
It's so
man.
nice, and he does it every single evening. Every single evening, he cleans the cat box. So we
How's
don't have.
Does he? Now tell me.
Okay.
Does he floss every day?
Yep, he does.
You see, but he didn't. That didn't
Weird.
happen overnight. He had to practice.
I think he's always flossed every day. I think his mom was a huge stickler. I think he and his siblings have flossed ever since the beginning of flossing.
Well, why don't you ask?
I will,
Because
he's very into hygiene.
a lot of people have to work hard.
I love having a man who cares about hygiene. That's very unusual.
Okay.
It's just got clean teeth and stuff.
Duly noted.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, it's nice to say nice
He's never
things.
stinky. He just never is stinky. I mean, it's a little, he does that, the man sweat thing, but it's, clean, fresh man sweat. He doesn't, let it linger for days or anything.
I see. And he's a farmer.
Yeah.
Imagine
It
that.
doesn't smell very farmery, though, but I've noticed, knowing a lot of farmers, there's a total difference between farmers who have cows, farmers who have sheep, farmers who have horses. They all have a different smell. The cow smell
tell me
really,
about it.
really seeps in. You can't... If we go to a friend's farm who has cows, we can't get that. We just walk into their barn for 20 seconds, and you can smell it all day on you. So there's something in the air about
That's
cows.
funny. I was going to tell you, You won't believe it, but I'm in love
with
the smell of cow manure.
and you're gonna say something like that.
No, I realized the other day.
There's different kinds of cow manure smell, though.
No, but okay, liquid cow manure is not great.
That's
not
worst.
what I'm talking about. I was driving on a back road and I passed a field and it just that aroma of cow manure kind of wafted up, and I
It's
I
nice,
went
actually.
into a like a nostalgic reverie, and I think it's because it reminded me sort of the good old days.
Yeah.
When I just had like before there was pig manure.
Yeah, pig manure is not nice.
Yeah, because I think having a hog farm next door has kind of changed my whole attitude towards manure.
Yeah,
I mean,
I do not
it's
blame
kind
you.
of refined my
Especially
understanding.
in the summer, my gosh.
I have a deeper understanding of the different types of manure now.
Mm-hmm. Horse manure, it doesn't even smell like anything. It's just delicious. It smells like
Right.
it just smells
right.
like leather and hay, and like the smell in a clean horse barn is actually just
Yeah,
Not even
I used to
considered
clean
a
stalls. I
stink
had
of-
no problem with that.
It does not smell good, horse poop and pee. Cause
horse pee
Well,
is
pee
different.
can be strong.
it smells so bad. The pee like just kills you as soon as you
Yeah, Ira was cleaning a stall yesterday.
Ira's closer to the ground,
and
a little shorter than.
the horses like to we have one stall that they like to go into. The second that you put fresh shavings down, and they're like, "Oh, thank you for making me a bathroom." Like,
Right.
I'm not going to pee outside. I'm going to come in here and pee all of us in one place.
Yeah.
In like this stall.
That's how my cats are.
So then it's saturated and it's really stinky.
Cats and horses have a lot in common. I mean,
yeah,
people
I feel
don't-
like horses are just tall cats
Yeah.
without claws.
Yeah, they can both hurt you.
Yeah, yeah, and they have sass and attitude about like literally nothing. Like they don't need to be upset about things, but they create drama on purpose because
Yeah.
it's fun for them.
And cats don't really like it when you touch their feet.
Horses don't mind,
Oh, some of them do.
maybe.
Some of them. I mean, they get trained.
Yeah, ours are fine with their feet being touched, but still.
Yeah, but try to clean the hoof of a cat. No, that's bad.
They make these little. Have you seen those tiny little cat claw covers that you can put on your cats?
I've seen the covers for dogs that have to go on sidewalks where there's salt.
Oh. No, these
Little
are like
booties?
tiny. No, these
Cat
aren't booties.
booties?
These are tiny little nail covers for cats. You
Oh.
slip it over their nail, so they're tiny little nail
smart.
sheaths, and they come in little rainbow rubber colors.
That's
And
kind
it
of-
keeps your cat from like ripping up things.
I see. That's better than clipping their
But that just
claws.
seems it's so tiny. Like, how do you get these tiny little nail covers on?
I
them?
don't know. Use a microscope.
It just seems like hard. And how come the cats don't just reach down with their mouth and
You
pull
know,
the nail covers right off?
There's all
again?
kinds of stuff that's confusing and hard.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'll have to find somebody who uses these and ask them how this actually works.
Yeah. Wow, we didn't hit like half the topics.
I know.
that
Sorry,
I
I'm totally.
It's okay.
Disjointed and random.
It
today.
yeah. It's okay.
What are we out of time?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I think so. Yeah, we're just about out of time.
Okay.
So, yeah, the conversation's just starting now. So
I
we'll
know.
have to sort of continue it anywhere that we can. We'll just take this good energy and just like focus it with all our friends, the people that we know and the people we don't know, the people we've
this is
met
your
on
pen.
Facebook, the people we've met in the grocery store, and we'll just like spread the good news.
I think that's the catchphrase of some
No,
religious.
No,
cult.
they hijacked
Spread the
it.
good news is something.
That was hijacked from just the regular usage of it.
What is that?
I've never met someone in a grocery store, so
Is that the Mormon one?
It's never too
The
late.
good news. Is that what the Mormons have written on
No,
their...
I think it's a Christian thing. I mean, I
Spread
don't
the
think
good
of
news.
Mormons as being Christian for some reason.
I think
I feel like
though.
they're in their own category of they were created by
They're
ETs.
nice, though. They're kind of nice. I don't know any Mormons that aren't nice.
I think there's a mixed bag there. I wouldn't generalize.
Oh, wait. That guy that tried to build the little micro city here was a Mormon, right? No, he wasn't. Was he?
Yeah.
No, I thought he was just going after Mormon, like,
No.
design or something.
No. Boy,
He
you
actually
really
was a
didn't
Mormon?
pay attention to it.
I
That's
did,
amazing.
but I didn't pay attention to that.
You
I
have to go
wasn't
watch
going to
the-
discriminate on basis of religion. I didn't pay attention to what he was exactly, but just that I didn't think it was a very good idea.
All right.
Anyway,
We have to sign off.
We do. Okay. Bye, you guys. Thanks for listening to 11th Hour Radio. And I don't know what Christina is
Bye.
playing, but you'll catch the whole thing on the podcast.
Yeah, catch the podcast
bye.
later.
11thhourradio.com. Ira, stop.
Thanks for listening.
big, long, strong, and I'm lazy. Got a half-wit head, I'm doggone crazy. Digging up downtown, trying to find something new. But I'm dead wrong, song singing crazy. Got a homemade bed and a pretty wild daisy. Digging in the garden of love, I found a wild daisy. Wild daisy, I plucked you from the field. Found what was growing in my head wasn't really real. It was full of weeds and that I didn't need. No, Lord. Digging in the garden of love, I found a wild daisy. Well, I'm long gone, John counts ways. I got a one-eyed mama, if I count Paisy, I'm ding-dong. Hey, I'm crazy, you might think I'm nuts, but I don't mean maybe. Digging in the garden of love, I found a wild daisy. From the field, I found what was growing in my head wasn't really real. It was full of weeds that I didn't need. Oh Lord. Digging in the garden of love, I found a wild daisy. Well, I'm big, long, strong, and I'm lazy. Got a half-wit head, I'm doggone crazy. Digging up downtown, trying to find something new. Well, I'm dead wrong, song singing